Yes, I should be able to explain to Yorlan Greymane what these diagrams mean and guide him through the process. We're going to need to take a lot of materials, things like dragon bone, I believe. When I say we, I mean we. Yes, definitely, we. Found something new. Locate the Blood Soul Gem around the North Wind Mine. Where on earth is that? That is over towards Riften. Okay, the North Wind Mine. Have we been there before? I don't think we have. Don't think we've been to Mistwatch. It's on the map, though. Probably somebody mentioned it to us. Okay, right. That is something to do tomorrow. It is rapidly approaching nighttime, so I think I will do a little bit of relaxing, reading, and eating before bedtime. Perhaps I may even head out and do some sweet rolling.
You look majestic.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a tough spell to learn, actually. Hopefully the fire rune will be a little quicker. Although, again, not exactly my speciality, destruction. I still feel this could be a very useful little tool, though. Okay, Inigo, I'm heading out to do a little sweet rolling. Don't wait up. It's not about the money. It's not like I need it. It's more just therapeutic than anything else. You know what? Tomatoes. I mean, I could buy tomatoes. We've got so much money I could buy fields of tomatoes and barely even notice. I feel right taking other people's tomatoes. Plus, it's also a little bit about the money as well. Okay, well, I'm getting a good collection of tomatoes. I was about to say, but no sweet rolls. Hello there. Okay, I am in serious danger of rebranding as the Tomato Bandit, which just doesn't quite have the same ring, does it? It's just I find we need tomatoes for a lot of the food we want to make. Actually, I think it was specifically for the dragon pie. And we're missing the eggs more than anything. And I actually think we have to go all the way to where that friend of Inigo's, I can't remember his name, Langley or something? I think so. Where is this person? Their door was unlocked, and I have not seen them. Oh, this isn't the home of somebody who was killed during the dragon attack, is it? It could be. And nobody's... Wait. Did I just take something that I actually planted? It's more than possible. I probably should leave that there. This is actually the house of... I believe she was the cousin of the deceased emperor who had that unfortunate accident in the middle of a wedding. Terrible. But yeah, this house is almost certainly pretty empty as well. I feel like Elisif should do a little more to attract new citizens to the city. You know, to further enhance trade so that there are more people generating income and, of course, making and buying sweet rolls. I got 10 more sweet rolls, which is a pretty good haul, although I have to say what I got most of was tomatoes. But that's also good news, because I did promise you I was going to make dragon pie for you, and tomatoes was one of the key ingredients that we were missing. We do also, however, need, was it snow thrush eggs? And those can only be found near Langley's house. So at some point we're going to have to swing by there if I want to keep that promise. I think the other ingredient was it dragon scales? I hope not. I need those. Which does bring me to today's itinerary. We're heading to Whiterun. The eventual destination is in fact over here to collect the Blood Soul Gem. I think that's actually closer to Windhelm than Riften, because you have to go up this windy path up the hill. Yeah, so that's the ultimate destination, but I also want to swing by Winterhold. Actually, you know, if we're going there to get some enchantments made, we could just go, instead of going around the coast to Windhelm, we could just go up through the mountains, past Langley's house, pick up some eggs, and then ride to the mine to get that relic. So, that's the plan. We head to Whiterun to speak to Yorlan Greymane about a variety of things, head to Winterhold to speak to the enchanter there whose name constantly, and I can't believe it, but it does elude me every time it's not Septimus. No, it was, because that was the archaeologist. Was it Arniel? Or was that the guy that went missing? I really am terrible with the names of the people at this college. I am really one day going to sit down with a list of them. I remember some of them, he says. I remember Colette. I remembered... Is it Drevin or Drevis? Yeah, I need to scribble this down on my hand or something. Yeah, right, okay. I'll remember before we go in there. It's probably bad form to be calling everyone the wrong name. They might think I don't care.
Time to go, eh?
I don't.
Okay.
I just think it's probably best if they don't know that. Yeah, okay. It is in fact raining, so let's prepare. And umbrella ready. Yeah. Hopefully the weather will improve by the time we get to Whiterun.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it.
Letter of notification. Didn't I already get the letter of notification from... letter from Orion? Was it that? What? Complete. Okay, we've managed to find a definite lead on the location of a single temple to Trinimac that once stood in the hills in the southwest of Skyrim. We've taken the liberty and set out to establish an excavation camp. If you would travel southwest from Rorikstead or along the south road from Markarth, you will find the site located in the foothills between Valhume and Dushnik Jarl, just east of Argenthams. Okay, so they've actually found a new site where let's join the excavation at the Temple of Trinimac, which can be found Okay, between Dushnik Val and something else. Okay, change of plan. We're going to Markarth first. We are going to stick with the original plan. I am going to get those eggs for you. We're getting you some dragon pie. But you're getting soggy. I just want to make sure these guys are set up at this dig site. You know what it's like. There'll be some small problem and they won't be able to continue until they've consulted me and I've gone off and sorted out whatever it is. So let's just get that out of the way. We've actually got a couple of jobs for the guild in Markarth, so if we do come back this way, maybe we can get those sorted. Right, I believe I can remember how to get to this orc stronghold. We've been there a number of times, actually. There's an alchemist there, isn't there? And I think there was a smith. There was a smith who wanted us to deliver, I think it was a weapon to her daughter, which was an orcish way of disowning her, if I remember rightly. I think it was, or was it one of the other ones? I don't know. I think it was this one, and we had to take the sword to Carthwayston just to let her daughter know she's been disowned, which was a touching family moment, I suppose, if you're an orc. Kind of weird if you're not, but, you know, that's probably true of most customs for most different cultures. If you're not part of the culture, it just seems a little odd. I wonder how Esbjörn and Delphine are doing. There always seems to be rather a lot of mages fighting in this area. Okay, bears. Hello! We brought company again, if you'd like to entertain them. Which way was it? Right, we have to head south, which I think is this way. Yes, we'd stop by to do a little trading, but we've got urgent business somewhere over here. They're probably looking out over the wall going, they're that lunatics riding past again with like half of Tamriel following him. Bears and mages this time. Is that Argenthamps? I think that's Argenthamps. Oh, really? Is there anything... Is this it? Oh, I think we've arrived. I think we've arrived. Hello. Hello. Indigo. Could you... Where is it? What? Ow! Okay. I believe it's an... That's not what I wanted to do. Wait. I have a feeling it was not a goat that was viciously attacking us. I may be wrong. I don't need goat horns anymore, but you never know. Pretty sure, yes. I think that was it. But, you know, let's just take it out on the goat. Unless, of course, this Spriggan was controlling the goat. Can they do that? Did anyone happen to notice where the Spriggan fell? Spriggan sat. What did... There's a dead hunter over here. Was that? Probably nothing to do with you guys. Probably the Spriggan. And... Ooh, hello. Right. And an elk with a silver ring. Oh, and antlers. Always useful for alchemy, I think. Pretty sure it's the small antlers. No, I think it's both. I think it's both. Okay. Hello. How is everybody doing? So, we've got Latoria. We've got the tent with the alchemy. We've hi! Where is Orion? And, oh, I suppose I have to speak to Kier now. Okay. I'm gonna... No, I'm actually gonna... Kier! How are things?
It's always exciting to be digging, and then come across a bit of carved stone or a fragment of pottery.
Excellent.
Really lets you know you're on the right track.
Right, I got your letter.
Oh, fantastic. Glad you caught up with us. We're going to need all the help we can get.
Okay.
Arian and I managed to find some references in some books at the library and narrow down the location to this place here. Arian mostly. Issue is, the temple was completely covered in a landslide ages ago, and we're gonna have to dig. A lot.
Okay.
Jump on in. We're already well underway and can use your help.
I'm sorry, you said you needed my help, but there was digging involved. Why exactly do you need my help? Okay, Orion, we may have made a bit of a mistake making Kier the head of the excavation. He seems to be under the impression that I should be helping with the digging. For the record, I hate all of you. You and the crew spend about 12 hours digging and make some real progress. Well, that's nice, isn't it? And now it's the middle of the night. Wait. Some progress? Rest a while before continue. No, 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 no. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. Stop smirking.
Oh, yes it was. But we're making some great headway. And look, there's some remains of snow elven architecture here. I think we're on the right track.
Well, then you don't need me.
Oh, let's get some rest though. And start back to work on it again tomorrow.
No, there's... I've got another relic. I've got a lead on a relic. I want to go relic hunting. And I promised that I'd get some eggs for Inigo because he needs something. Tell him. You're enjoying this, aren't you? I just get the feeling if we don't go back and help out with the digging today, they're just going to hang around and do nothing. I feel like they're trying to make a point. Like, oh, see, we're doing all the work and you just hang around. I mean, I'm the one that goes and gets just about 99% of the relics. I'm the one that puts my life in danger the entire time. But they want to see me swinging a pickaxe. As if that's the only way to help out. Honestly, if you'd have asked me, would I rather fight 2 dragons to continue the dig or do a lot of digging, I'd have to think long and hard. However, there's no point complaining about it. It's not going to change anything.
I have pins and needles.
It's also not going to stop me complaining about things either. I'm just saying... complaining isn't going to actually get the dig progressed any further, so... at least the weather's okay. Let's get back there and hope this is the last day they will require personal attention from the Guildmaster. Morning! Oh, good, you're all... There's a bear! There is... a... Okay. You had better have been talking to the bear. Yes, morning! Oh, I found a lead on a relic, by the way, somewhere near Riften.
Excuse me, my
Seems pretty
I am in your
important.
way,
Like a
but I
really
am
good
sorry.
relic. And there is a possibility that bandits might go and steal it, but I decided to come here and help you dig because it's important, you know, as explorers, that we do things together. So that's why I'm here. Unless, of course, you guys think I should go off and acquire this relic in case it goes missing. You know. If you think perhaps that would be a better use of my time, then of course I would go. No? Oh, then I shall stay here and joyfully help you dig. So are we starting? Hello? No? Are you guys not rested? Have you not had breakfast? Do you want me to start? Do you want me to break ground? Where exactly are we, gather and return? No. Oh, do I actually have any books for her? Let's have a look. We do on Shadowmere. We've got a lot of books, ruined books. We will take 20 more. Although right now, is Latoria not digging? Because I'm sure she would volunteer to take my place digging so that I could go and acquire this relic. Wouldn't you, oh, God. I'm tripping over. Sorry. Or would you rather decipher these books for me?
Ah, excellent. Let's see what you have found.
Probably that.
Ah, good. It will take some time to decipher these. Come back tomorrow, and Latoria will let you know what she has found.
I think I'm going to still be here tomorrow. Guys, are we not digging? Are we really not? Rest a while. Oh. You're not ready. You... Okay. Then,
I don't know what you have been told. A friend is worth more than gold. I'd rather be poor with a friend at my side than be alone and oversupplied.
You're annoyingly cheerful this morning. Okay, look. You know, if we wander off and go and do something... Okay. All right, let's look around. There are some things over here. Let's find out what is over there. The letter said we're between Angentharms and... Was it Balhum? No, Dushnik Jarl and Balhum. Where's... Shadowmere's gone wandering already. Right, let's just explore a little and see what we... Okay. Where's Shadowmere? Oh, right. Hiding over there. Okay, let's just see what we can find in this area. See if there's any other interesting things. Oh, yeah, that's the dragon burial ground.
Have you got a plan for today, or are we just playing it by ear?
My plan is to hang around until these guys want to start digging, because we have to help them out. And in the meantime, we're just going to wander around and explore, because I know we've seen some ruins around here. Ruins that we've not visited, and that may or may not contain leads to relics. For example... I thought for a second that goat was going to attack us. Okay, I'm seeing fire. You just stay here.
Okay, do not take too long.
I will not. Right. This is not the ruin I was thinking of, actually. I think there was some ruin further up. We've seen them a few... No, that's the castle. There's this very impressive looking ruin you can see from Old Hroldan when you come out. Or was this it? I thought it was more like over in this direction. Okay. Oh! Okay, well, there is some archaeology we can do here while we're waiting for them to finish their breakfast. Okay, I told them that we'd found some sort of Nordic ruin and that we were going to check it out.
Lead the way.
I also told them that if it took us a little longer than we thought, they could start digging without us. You know, we wouldn't mind. We'd be okay with that. But that we would return as fast as possible to help them out, because we're really looking forward to the digging, yes? It's just, in the meantime, we thought this is too good of an opportunity to miss, yeah? I'm not saying they bought it, but they didn't argue too much. So, you know, we can definitely... Okay.
Leave, stranger. Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free.
Okay then. No, that was that. Yeah, no, that seemed pretty simple. All right, excellent.
Leave,
Whoa.
stranger. Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free.
No, we're leaving. We're. What do you mean it's break free? What evil are you talking about, and why are you following me?
We stand at the tomb of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations.
Right.
I fear, however, that his return may be at hand.
Well, of course it is. I mean, he was buried in a Nordic ruin. It was bound to happen that he would return and terrorize everyone. It's just... I have to ask, why is this always happening just as I arrive? I'm now wondering whether or not it's my fault. No, there must be a way to stop this. Perhaps by, you know, us just going away. I mean, maybe it is my fault. If we'd left, would that not just end it?
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now,
I can see that,
barely
actually.
contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
Okay. Well, Inigo's a champion. He could definitely help out. Out of curiosity, what exactly do you need?
You would do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak.
3 vessels.
Before anything else, we need those.
Okay, these vessels would...
Bring them to me. But be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hednorak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
Okay. Vessels, you say? I mean... Would these vessels be, like, old? Things that you might think of as, I don't know, being relic-ish in nature? I mean, look, right? Okay. We seem to have a choice. We can face some undead horror and attempt to kill it and acquire its relics. Or we can perform manual labor. Okay. We're in. We are your champions. Is that your own skeleton? Because if not, that's really disrespectful. And even if it is your own skeleton, that's just weird. You're sat on your own lap. Three vessels. We need 3 vessels and... Oh. Maybe I should have buffed before we came. Are there any alchemy benches in there, do you know? Well, you should do. Never mind, never mind. Alright. Let's... Night vision. Bit of muffle. And invisibility at them. Already done. Okay. Spider webs. Large boding door. Skeletal remains of something large with tusks. Lunatic wandering through dungeon, verbalizing everything he does. Okay. All right then. Valhume. Or is it Valthume? All right. Stay there.
I will be here when you return.
Just going to scout place. Yeah, because that's not creepy, is it? That is just not creepy at all. I mean, is this the main guy? Is the... Is that? It's just if that is the main guy, he's going to wake up with some creepy looking statue staring at him, which is almost certainly going to make him cranky. Cranky. Okay, this is a little suspicious, isn't it? Activate displaced wealth. Okay, that is very, very suspicious. Okay. I'm hearing something heavy breathing. I think. Atmoran bronze seal. Interesting. Okay. In a go. I don't know if this is one of the vessels that we need. But just get ready. Displaced wealth. Whoa. Whoa. Activate sconce. Why would I want to activate the sconce? King Hognum's coffer! That's the thing. That's the thing. That is... Okay. Give me a second. Getting my mouth under control. That's the relic we've been looking for. That was defended by some... Wasn't it a dragon priest? Okay, Let's just... hello? This... Whoever it was that might be coming back, he's not a dragon priest by any chance, is he?
With those 3 vessels, Hevnorak can restore himself. Find him before he can.
Right, okay, just, Why do you fear Hevnarak?
He had a way of enthralling people, and built up a loyal army of followers. Good men fell under his spell, and were forever twisted.
Oh?
Made evil. After that, fear was enough to keep them in line. He could torture and humiliate them, and they would not rebel. Even in death, they serve him still.
That kind of controls an interesting, a terrible, dastardly, awful thing that should definitely be completely and absolutely stopped. What was I doing again? No, why are you here? You're just standing guard, sort of.
Hevnorak planned his resurrection obsessively before dying. My duty in life and in death is to make sure he stays in this tomb for eternity.
Right. And to do that, we need to get 3 vessels.
Find the 3 vessels within Valhalla, then return to me.
Right.
With these, we can defeat him.
Or, hear me out on this. What happens if I get the 3 vessels and I just take them out of here? And find a very safe place to put them on display? Would that prevent him from coming back? I mean, you say they're the things that will stop him. But you know. Just think about it, yeah? As a possible alternative plan, we take these vessels far, far away. And we're good. We've got the coffer. This apparently is supposed to... That's what the money was all over the floor. It generates money. We just put it in the museum somewhere and it'll make money. Let's put it somewhere out of everyone's reach. Yeah. That's a good idea. Whoa, you were about to say something. What were you about to say? Was it important? It was... No? Okay. Okay, let's curb our excitement at finding the coffer and see if we can find these vessels. This was the only passage that I found. Yeah, okay. Stay here.
Come back safe.
I think... Huh. Okay, step on that. Get yourself killed. Alright. Step on it again. Go that way. Oh. Feel free to kill him, Inigo. Nice one. I will go and check what else is awaiting us.
Target's down.
That's nice. Alright, another one down. I'm still hearing something. Okay. Is that another archaeological site? No, that's a throne, isn't it? That is a throne. Okay. And... okay, I cannot see it. That is insanely dark. Let's... okay, nothing there right now. Okay. All right, before we continue, let's just double check that there was nothing here. You know what? If this Hevnarak guy is in fact a dragon priest, that means he'll probably have a mask. They all seem to have a mask, which can be placed on the museum display. So many potential relics here. Okay. Let's... Oh, night vision has faded. Okay. Bard opens from the other side. I'm here. Okay. Oh, that is so very Dragon Priest. Right. Here's the thing.
Okay, do not take too long.
I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but I'm going to try plunging Merun's razor between his shoulder blades, or her shoulder blades. Wait. Okay. Could have sworn that I saw... Alright. Could have sworn I saw Nordic fragments. I think it's Falmer fragments are all we need now, I believe. Maybe wrong. Okay. Nothing got annoyed. Do not step on that. I'm not falling for it. Just be quiet about it, though. Be quiet. Quiet is good. Quiet is awesome. Quiet is incredible. Where are you? I see you. Have a light. That sounded suspiciously spidery. Inigo? Are you hearing the sound of spiders? Okay, I strongly advise against standing on that. Oh. Stay there.
I will be here when you return.
You're hearing spiders too, aren't you? Yes, you are. Don't know if I need that one. Okay. So. That sound is unbelievably creepy. Like... Alright. That looks like is where we're going to end up. Ah, not necessarily. It would seem... Oh, this could be... If you fall down the trap, this is the way back. Yep. Nordic plate. And some gems. definitely... Oh, God, this sounds like there's a lot of them. You know what? Ooh. Do we even need to go in there? I think not. I'm looking at that thinking no. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if we don't need to go down there, why would we? It's not like there's going to be any vessels or any relics down there, right? Right?